big hello to all of you. Thank you very much for tuning in for this live broadcast. I've been making a lot of changes in the editing room. In fact, I'm now able to both live broadcast in full HD 1080p and also record in 4K at the same time. So I've got a little bit of backup and redundancy between the live broadcast and also a recording if anything does go wrong. There's been some YouTube gremlins lately in the system, but hopefully I've got all of those sorted out. So before we get today's broadcast going good and proper, and before I show you this amazing technology, I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's tuned in, and a hello to Sam, also to JPOM, Chris, Yui, and thank you very much for tuning in. JPOM Gamer XX is tuning in from Portugal. How awesome is that? A very good day to you all. Also, another little bit of sort of housekeeping before we get this up and running. I've been running a GoFundMe campaign over the last few weeks to sort of bring in some funds for devices that I'm going to review on the channel in the future. The very good news is that the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 fund has actually been fulfilled by a private supporter. I've also had one donation on that GoFundMe campaign. I'm going to be doing the video on the Note 8 either this afternoon or tomorrow. If you still want to support that campaign, then you can, and you will get a shout out within that video. There's a link that I just put down in the chat for you. So anyway, let's get on with today's products. We have got a really cool couple of devices from Aukey. This first one is a 2-in-1 Bluetooth receiver and transmitter. The model number is a BRC19. I'll leave a link to all of these products down in the video description, so if you want to pick one up for yourself, then check out those links. Now this is great because not only is it a receiver, but it's also a transmitter, and look how tiny it is. Very small and compact. We've got a transmitter or receive switch on the side, micro USB on this end here, and a 3.5mm audio jack, and then like a pairing button as well. And what this does is it actually adds Bluetooth functionality to non-Bluetooth devices. So for example, if you plug this into your television, which doesn't have Bluetooth, and set it to receive, then you can actually send the audio across to your television. Or a hi-fi system that doesn't have Bluetooth, you can add this on to that, and then you've got Bluetooth or wireless connectivity to that hi-fi or music system, and you can stream music from your smartphone to a non-Bluetooth device. So this is really very cool. Great little product from Aukey. Next up, we've got another product from Aukey. This is model number BTC1. You can see it on the packaging there. And this is a portable wireless stereo audio transmitter. So this is transmitter only, it's not a receiver. So if you've got an older device again that doesn't have Bluetooth in it, like an MP3 player for example, an older iPod, you can plug this into the 3.5mm audio jack. It's got like the cable built in, so you're not going to lose the cable. And then you can transmit that audio to a Bluetooth speaker. We've also got micro USB in this end as well, and a really portable little unit. It's very cool, very useful, and just ideal for adding Bluetooth to devices that don't have Bluetooth functionality. Couple of great little devices from Aukey there, and again, check out those links in the video description. Now, before we move on to these two products, let's take another look in the chat. Hello to Raymond, hello to George Whitelaw, and hello to Harry K. Says, hi Dave, I've been able to join in the live broadcast. Wow, how cool is that? Awesome, Harry. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Now, if you've got any questions at all, you can leave them in the chat. There's also the super chat there. If you want to support the channel, the super chat feature is there. That highlights your comment or question. But having you here in the broadcast is absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate it. Let's move on. I'm going to show you the product packaging for this first. This is the LifeCHARGE Smart Scale. Now, I love smart scales. I've been using these for a long time. This one actually allows up to 9 members of the family to use one set of scales. It's got an LED display on the top with really large numbers, and it runs off of 4 AAA batteries. And you use an app that's available either on the iOS App Store or the Google Play Store. And it's more than just a scale. It does things like muscle, fat, water and bone mass, and it also tracks real-time BMI. This is a really cool device. I've got it sitting off to the side of me here. I'll show you it in a short while. I just want to read off exactly what this tracks, and the app is fantastic. You can see the app here on the box. So this does weight, body fat, BMI, muscle mass, bone mass, body water, fat-free body weight, skeletal muscle, protein, metabolic age, BMI, visceral fat and subcutaneous fat as well. That is amazing. Awesome. Love it. Really do like it. Now, I'll show you the product. Let me just pop the box to one side. Now, if you are struggling seeing the live broadcast at the moment, do refresh the stream. It's a little bit sort of janky at the moment. We're sort of dropping to a lower frame rate, I think. So please do stay tuned. Hopefully that will improve in a short while. If it doesn't, you can always watch the video after the event. So anyway, this is the LifeCHARGE Smart Scale FAQ book, or Getting Started Guide. So you get a full guide to get you up and running. And these are the scales themselves. Absolutely awesome. Really nice design. These metal pads are where your feet are going to go. Now, not only does it do the weight, but it measures all those other metrics as well. And it really does look smart. Apart from being a smart device and linking up to your iOS or Android app, it looks the part as well. I've been using this for just over a week, and it really does a fantastic job. It hasn't failed on me once, and getting back all that data is very important and interesting to me. If you're looking for a smart scale, then the LifeCHARGE is a very good system. I think it's a really cool device, and I think it's well worth checking out. On the bottom here, we've got the compartment for the batteries. We've also got the sort of non-slip rubber feet on the bottom here as well. It works okay on carpet, but it is much better on a hard surface. I would put it on a hard surface. And when you're using something like this, try and actually keep it in the same position. So keep it in the same position all the time, and then you're going to get a more accurate reading. I think that's a really important tip for you there. But the app is beautifully designed, and to have a device that allows up to 9 family members to use the same device, I think is a really good thing. So anyway, let's go on to this device here. This is a really cool device. I'm really impressed with this. If you've got devices in your home, or you sort of worry about security of devices connected to your home network, or you just want to make everything as secure as possible, then this is definitely worth considering. This is the F-Secure Sense. It says here, secures your connected things, and it really does do a good job. It gives you some peace of mind. Just a little bit of backstory on this. Just last week, when I posted a photo of this on my Instagram, I actually had a viewer contact me and say that he's like a retailer, I suppose in sort of a tech or computer shop. And he said this is very popular. A lot of people are asking for it, and he thinks it's a great device. So let's have a look inside the box first of all. So you get this, which is like a quick start sheet, although it is on rigid cardboard, very nice quality. This protects the product whilst it's in the box and also gives you some important information. The box contents, of course. We've also got a quick start URL and QR code, and you've also got Android and iOS apps available for this product. And then we also get a quick guide in multiple languages to getting everything up and running. I'm going to just, before I show you the product, which is sitting just here, I'm just going to read you a little bit of this because it describes it in much better words than I could do. It says, what does Sense do? Sense creates a secure network for your home and protects all devices connected to this network. It uses cutting-edge technologies such as artificial intelligence, or AI, and machine learning to protect all incoming and outgoing network traffic in your home. It's elegantly designed and has a display that alerts you to possible threats, so leave it in a visible place. And then the app also gives you detailed information about the sort of devices that are actually connected to your network as well, so it gives you some nice feedback. Now you can connect this wired to a modem with a router built in, or a Wi-Fi router, or you can connect it wirelessly as well. So there's multiple ways for you to connect this. Let me show you the product itself. I think it's just beautifully designed. I really do. This is a really nicely designed product. If I could give one bit of feedback, just one little bit of feedback that I would have liked to have seen, is it's really high gloss. It's got some sort of ventilation holes on the top. It's got this grey portion on the bottom, so a nice overall design. I like the shape of it, but there's no rubberized feet on here. Now, unless I've missed that in the box, maybe there are little plastic feet in the box that you can stick on, but it does slip around a bit. So I would definitely put some sort of little tiny rubberized pads on the bottom there. Now on the back here, we've got a connection for the power supply that's inside the box. We've also got a reset switch. Give you a little bit of a close-up on that. Reset switch just there. We've also got 3 Ethernet sockets, and then we've got the blue one here. This is what's going to connect to your modem router. If you're connecting it wired, you can, as I mentioned before, connect it wirelessly as well. And then at the top we've got a USB socket. So that's all of the connections on the back. Now, as I mentioned, you connect this sort of in between your connection to the outside world, i.e. to your modem router or your wireless router, and then you connect your smart devices to this. So this acts as sort of a middleman in between the outside world and your devices. And as I explained from the description in the quick start guide, it then uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to protect your devices. So it should give you some protection about potentially being hacked, or it should give you protection against people sort of snooping on your devices, and it gives you some peace of mind. It really does. I often worry that there was a hack a while back, I can't remember the exact name of it, but where somebody was getting in through sort of smart light bulbs and sort of finding a back door into your home network that way. It does worry me a lot. I've got a lot of smart home technology, and not knowing who might be able to get into that through a less secure connection is extremely concerning. And I even know a lot of people that actually avoid smart home devices for this reason. They don't like the fact that there's this sort of pathway into their house that could be hacked. And I've watched a lot of people actually on YouTube that avoid smart home devices altogether. Something like this, if you can gain some confidence in the company, and F-Secure do a lot of different devices. They do a lot of services as well. They do a VPN service and some applications that you can install on your tablet, your iPhone, your Android phone, etc., even on your computer, that protect you even at that level as well. This is sort of hardware protection. This is really cool. This is giving you protection on all the devices that you connect in your home, either wirelessly or wired. We've got 3 Ethernet sockets here as well that we can actually maybe connect a home security camera system into, and then that protects that system as well. Very, very cool device. Really nicely designed as well. Really do like it. So anyway, that is the F-Secure Sense. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, I'll leave links to all of these down in the video description. So if you want to check them out for yourself, either purchase the product or check out the manufacturer's website, then please do check them out. So let's move back to the chat and see what questions we got. We got Harry K saying, getting a bit of buffering on the broadcast. Do you think it's a problem with my internet, or do you think it's gremlins in the live broadcast? I think it's gremlins in the live broadcast. I've just improved, a short while ago, improved the bandwidth dedicated to the stream, so it should have picked up speed again now. Apologies for that. It does sort of have problems with the live broadcasting sometimes. YouTube servers, you have to rely on their service as well. We've also got Nanem Sri, Harsha Sharma. Please make a video, what's on my iPhone and iPad. I did an iPad Pro, what's on my iPad Pro video a short while ago, so please do check that out. Well worth looking at. I also did a what's on my Mac Pro. Haven't done a what's on my iPhone for a while. There is one on the channel if you want a little bit of an older one, and not much has changed. I don't download a lot of apps. The apps that I do download are primarily for testing things like this. My sort of staple apps I use on a daily basis don't really change over time. But do check that out, and I will do another what's on my iPhone video in the future as well. Don't know what iPhone it's going to be on because I'm not getting the iPhone 10. Just saying, there is that GoFundMe campaign there. If I can get enough funds in, then I will order an iPhone 10 this coming Friday. Mark Bloxham, hi Dave, have you tried Linux and Kden Live? It is great and free. I have tried Linux previously. I installed it on a couple of machines. It's going back probably, I would say, about 4 or 5 years. It is a great system. I saw the benefits of it, but for production, for what I do, where I produce a lot of videos, I produce videos more or less every single day, and also how I do my sort of workflow, it wasn't a workable solution for me. That's not to say it's not for some people. Some people really love Linux, but for me it wasn't workable. Indanandri, Dave, have you tried using eGPU such as RX 580 or RX Vega with the MacBook Pro? Would be an interesting video. Now that's something I do want to try. You're referring to external graphics cards or external GPU support, which is now even better in macOS High Sierra, and I have got a MacBook Pro. If I'm doing video editing on that, that would most definitely benefit from an external GPU. The support is still growing at the moment. I know driver support is improving as well, and it is definitely something I would love to look at in the future. So if anyone wants to send me in an external GPU enclosure and an external GPU, AMD and Nvidia, I hope you're listening, then please do. I'll be more than happy to take a look. Nanam also asks, what is your primary mobile phone? My primary smartphone at the moment is the iPhone 7 Plus. I haven't transitioned across to the Pixel 2 yet because I'm currently having that swapped out. I'm expecting the Pixel 2 XL in as well, and I'm also expecting the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 in today. The Note 8 is due today, so hopefully when that arrives I will make that more of that transition across to Android, because it is my intention to switch to Android and move away from the iPhone at least for the next 3 to 6 months. So that is my plan. So anyway, that is it for this morning's video. Don't forget to join me again later on today for the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 unboxing and first impressions. I say today, if the delivery arrives in time, it will be today. So stay tuned to Geekanoids. Don't forget to subscribe. If you hit the notification bell when you subscribe, you will get notified when I start a live broadcast as well. You normally get an email. I also tweet it out as well. So anyway, that's it for this morning's video. Thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for all of your comments and questions. I'll see you again in the next one.